Hello, this is Crafty Chris and welcome to my channel. I had a request from one of my subscribers that they wanted to learn how, or wanted me to show a tutorial how I made my Revival Camp 2018 junk journal. I am not done with my devotionals just yet. I'm still working on them, but I will doing them once a week. But anyway, I am also getting ready for the Grace and Gratitude, and I decided that I wanted to do the same type of journal. And so I thought this would be a great opportunity to do the tutorial right now while I'm working on one. So I guess that's it, and I'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so at this point, I have removed the book block, the entire book block, still intact, from the bind. So as you see, I just cut along carefully, and so right now I'm going to remove this part of the binding. Okay, so the next step would be I am going to clean up these edges because they're a little bit, and I also need to make sure that they are the same size. So I'll probably line it up like this and then clean these up. Okay, so I pretty much got these about the same. So the next step, as you see on my first one, is to add some material to cover up the rough spots. So that's what I'll do now. After I went through my material and fabric, I realized that I wasn't finding anything that I liked that went with the theme of fall, Christmas, and then the New Year. So what I ended up doing was starting over with a new cover. So I'll continue the this process with some new book boards, and I ended up picking this one because I like the color, because it will transition from fall to Christmas, and then New Year's, I'm not worried about it. So this is the front and back. It was actually a little bit wider, and I cut it down because when I put my paper in it, it's going to be this size. And it's kind of big, on the big side, but compared to my last one, that is. But it'll give me more room to write, so I won't have to put as much paper in it. Okay, so the way that I got Grace and Gratitude on here is I use the box that my kit came in, and I traced out the words Grace and Gratitude first. As you can see, it's on there faintly. And what I do is I turn over my tracing paper, trace the back side, and with a really hard pencil line. And so what I flip it over, and whatever it is that I want to put an outline on, I put it down, and then I scribble with a pencil. So what it does is it rubs this line onto your book board. And so that's how I got Grace and Gratitude on there. Also, I wanted to show you how this book, this one goes better with the devotional, because this is what I started out with. It just, I mean, it could have worked, but it just reminded me too much of this one. So I'll probably save this one for next year's revival camp. So what I'm going to do next is pick out my material that I'm going to put on the edge, and I'm going to, I believe, get some material to cover over the title that was the book. Okay, so this is what it looks like after the glue dried. And the next thing I'm going to do is add paper to the inside covers. And I'm going to put these, let's see, these right here. Okay, for the next part, I am going to punch the holes for the binding. So I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to use book rings. So what I did is I just got a piece of scrap paper and I folded it in half, and I went in a 1/2 inch. Yeah, it's 1/2 inch. Did it this way. Yeah. And then I marked it with the little hole there. Yeah, and then I just punched in the middle. And for the top and bottom, as long as they're one in the middle and then these two are even from the top, then yeah, it's no problem. And then I just punched holes and then used it as a template. And then I just marked it. Now I'm going to get this big tool. And I forgot what this is called. But anyway, it punches holes, and it also does grommets. And I'm going to use the bigger one. Tight squeeze. Okay. I got to make sure. Actually, I think I can't really see the pencil markings because it's kind of light. I'm gonna use a pen. Yeah, I bought this tool just to do the book rings. All right. that's how I punch the holes. And so I'll do the rest off camera, and then I'll move on to the next part. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add the grommets. So I did this one already, and it actually worked this time. The last time I did it, I think I had it on the wrong setting, and they're barely even in there, so, but I think I figured it out this time. So what I do is I just put the grommets in there. And squeeze it really hard as I can. And then there it's in. All right, so I've got my grommets going. So now hook rings in, and I'll be right back. So I decided to go ahead and put the larger ones in here for now. I probably will only put 1 month's worth in at a time. Thank you for visiting my channel, and please, if you would like to see the rest of the series, just I will have a playlist for grace and gratitude, and I'm not going to do a video for every single entry. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet. I might do a week at a time and then just go through my entries. I might do occasionally I might do one and share it. So just stick around and subscribe and click the bell if you want to be notified when I upload videos. And everyone, just have a great day and God bless.